Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 49 of Sonic the Hedgehog IDW Comic Review. Now, as you know, we're now up to issue 49 of Sonic the Hedgehog. Just one more issue till we reach the milestone, issue 50. Now, as you know, where we left off from Imposter Syndrome and issue 48, it turns out Surge and Kitsumi have found out more about their origins and are going to use Starline for their sinister plot. And the cover has a kind of more creepy vibe with Belle and the other badniks under control. And the story mainly starts off with Belle getting the system ready, and of course they mainly use Sonic as a test subject for the sort of new program that will turn Eggman's robots into good. And we see Sonic saying, "Whoa, it's great to be Sonic the Hedgehog, completely unaware of any nearby danger. I sure hope no badniks try to sneak up on me." And we see how they end up doing sort of normal things. And we see them saying, "It worked! Their attack response was completely negated. Am I really that boring? I'm losing to a rock?" And they kind of see how Belle wants to kind of make sure that the other robots can be saved and that. But we see how Tails isn't too sure, as Eggman always has a backup plan or something worse. And with the recent attacks on the city, as well as the forest fire that happened in the last issues, they have to kind of keep on their toes. So when we see how Sonic decides to have a little celebration and get some tacos and that. And we see how Belle really wants to believe the robots can be saved. Until we see later in the night, Sonic waking up and him saying, "Motobug? What's up, little dude? Do you want to go out?" But we see how Motobug ends up going back to its original programming. And we see how Sonic and Tails find out that even Belle's now under Eggman's control, saying, "Get out, have to get out." And we see how Tails tries to talk with Belle to no avail. And of course, we see how Sonic tries to kind of calm down Belle, while Tails tries to get something to sort of shut down the sort of broadcast system. And we kind of see how Sonic mainly thinks it's either Eggman or Starline, but we see how Sonic says, "Okay, not in a bannering mood. Noted." But of course, as we see how Belle and Motobug put Sonic into a more difficult position, we see how just as Belle's about to kill off Sonic, we see Sonic using a leftover Sepipek, which was used against the Deadly Six back in the other issues. That kind of negates Belle back to normal. And Tails saying, "Belle? It's okay. I'm okay." And we see how Tails says that it's mainly a prototype SETI Sapper that he had left over, and it sort of shut down Belle's broadcast system from the Eggnet. And we see how Belle says, "It was a beacon. Badniks, all of them, have been called in. Eggman is summoning an army, and I'm gonna find him, that man. Give me a piece of him of my mind, because I am tired of getting yanked around." And this is where you can tell Belle feels hurt and betrayed. And we see how they decide to use Motobug to find out where the broadcast system's coming from. We see how there's other people in danger, and we see them saying, "Dang it, sit down, don't get their attention. We gotta clear a path, blast our way through." And we see how Sonic tells them to head to an empty house nearby, and they say, "Yes, sir." Of course, we see how Tails tries to fly up to find where the system is, and turns out it's a giant communication tower. So, of course, in the next issue with Imposter Syndrome, we are going to know that Starline is going to get betrayed by Kitsumi as well as Surge and that. And they find out that it's a giant sort of entire city, like communication tower. And we see how Sonic and the others decide to kind of take down Motorbug. But we see how Belle has another idea to whip out the Water Ring and to kind of shut it down so it doesn't get destroyed. And we see how Belle has to kind of take out the Water Ring. And Sonic saying, "Hate to push ya, but we suddenly got in very popular." And of course, we see Belle yanking the wire out and shutting down Motobug. We see how, yeah, the other robots go back to normal. We see how Belle finds a sort of letter from Mr. Tinkerer, and him sort of pointing out that he's worried, that he knows that he's going to end up going back to his old self, but is proud of the good that he's done, and is proud that Belle has grown up to become the woman that she is now, and knows that he's going to go back to being Eggman, and says, "I love you, Belle. I always will. Goodbye, Mr. Tinkerer." But of course, we see how Belle says, "He's really gone. I was stupid to think I could make a difference." And of course, we see Sonic reassuring Belle that they're going to fix this, so they mainly get ready and head off on, where they head to the communication light tower, where they're going to fight Kitsumi as well as Surge, unaware of what's really going to happen. And the next issue is going to have Sterling, Kitsumi, as well as Surge. And I think the issue is not too bad. I think there was a moment where you could have had Sonic mentioning that Eggman did help before, and could have referenced the events of the Sonic Adventures game, because it did show you that Eggman was willing to help Sonic and the others when the arc came crashing down. This could have gained Belle a newfound respect, and could have helped them realise that even though Eggman's gone, there might have still been some good left in him. So I think the issue still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.